We stopped at Hamilton, Missouri, which is the home of JCPenney and has quilt shops for days, which there's a JCPenney / Quilt Town painting right here. They have a statue of JCPenney. They have this painting right here, Quilt Town, USA, JCPenney. This is JCPenney's boyhood home right here.
Penny did it once, and had second thoughts.
I asked myself the question, what did my father say if you were living? I knew very well the answer. What did my sainted mother say to you? And I knew very well the answer. And then and there declared that never again will I buy that man or any other man a bottle or a drink of whiskey, and I have kept my word.
Jim kept his word, but lost the hotel account, and with it, the butcher shop and all his savings. At age 22, Jim Penny set out to look for work once more. There was a clothing store just up the block that reminded him of J.M. Hale's back in Hamilton. He also liked the name of the store, The Golden Rule. Christmas was approaching, and Penny was hired to help out for the holidays, filling in for a clerk who was sick. He could not have known it then, but he had finally found the job that would make his fortune and make JCPenney a household name across America. In 1898, he was joining a thriving concern in one of the fastest growing areas of the nation. Farmers and miners were flocking to new towns springing up along the growing railroad lines, and 20 Golden Rule stores had sprung up to serve them. The stores featured low prices and a cash-only policy, and they shunned the double pricing schemes that had offended Jim Penny. Penny's hard work impressed the store's owner, Tom Callahan, who offered him a permanent job at a Golden Rule in Evanston, Wyoming. That store was run by Guy Johnson. Penny learned that Johnson had started as a clerk in the Longmont store too, and that Callahan had made him a partner in the Evanston shop.
Looks like the kitchen.
The population of 900 supported 14 saloons and 2 brothels. It was expected to become a boom town, situated along the Oregon Short Line Railroad in the midst of several coal mines.
There's an old photograph that shows him at work in one of the stores, and the person who took that picture wasn't able to catch Jason
Throughout the Rockies, and to put Penny in charge of them. 27, Penny didn't feel ready for such a responsibility just yet, but the cash business like the Golden Rule would never survive in a town where miners and railroad workers were paid once a month, and where nearly how many stores let their workers buy on credit. But Penny was willing to take the risk. The three partners began ordering goods to stock the new store. Shoes from Massachusetts, shirts from Kansas City, all kinds of dry goods, from corsets to buckskin coats. Finally, the store was ready. Cheaper prices and greater variety than the company stores.
Bassinet was in a drawer as we put a blanket there.
We came to Cahokia Mounds for the sunrise, and here's the fog over here, which is pretty cool. The sunrise, more of the sunrise. here is St. Louis. We are at Woodhenge. You see these posts? This is what they used for their calendar. And you can see the sunrise. We arrived at Darcy's Pint, which has the famous horseshoe burger. Here's the famous horseshoe burger. So this has fries, cheese, hamburger, and down there, bread.
So determined, so deserving, 4-1 on the goal and my soul is burning. I ain't scared, it'd be great without no fear. If you wanna live forever, here's your chance right here.